Show me.
Oh, wait. Got it.
Oh, yeah.
That's so hard.
Yes, the answer to your question is yes. This video is super duper late. Is this not gonna focus here? We good? We good? All right, we're good. So the answer to your question is yes. This video is very, very late to be uploaded, but bear with me here. It's for good reason, I promise. On Thursday, I had my very first studio shoot ever. Is this in focus? The fuck? Okay, we're good. I gotta make sure. On Thursday, I had my very first studio shoot and it turned out amazing. Went off without a hitch. I couldn't have asked for a better experience for my first shoot at a studio, and shout out to Studio One in Minneapolis for allowing us to come through. Obviously I booked it and paid for it and all that good stuff, but I met the owner, which was dope. I don't remember his name. So if you're watching the Studio One, please remind me what his name is. But then, you meet so many people. But shout out to Keely and her baby for coming out to the shoot. Shout out to my homegirl AJ, shout out to my homeboy Jay, and shout out to Taya for coming through and absolutely performing at their absolute tip top best, because they killed this. They bodied this photo shoot. I could not have been happier with the results. Also, huge shout out to my boy Raphael, BurgesMedia. I'll leave his stuff down below. He got all of the B-roll that you're watching in this video. So huge shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being my friend in this, and we're gonna continue to work, so stay tuned to see all the things that we bring to the table, y'all. We got a huge summer packed ahead of us, and I cannot wait to show you guys. That all being said, it's no surprise here on this channel that I'm a portrait photographer. I love taking photos of people, and I love making creative pictures. I love being creative with my photography. All of the shots that you guys are seeing in this video are on this, which is an 85mm Viltrox lens, f1.8, sorry, 85mm f1.8. I basically shot an f4 the whole time, f4, f5, f3.5, around there. But this lens performed way above its price bracket. And I tell you that, like, this big old piece of glass performed well above its price bracket. As you guys can see in these example photos, these guys killed it. Like, the modeling is not the issue here, and it will never be, because these guys are all super professional and super amazing. Thank you guys again. I cannot express my gratitude again for you guys for allowing this to happen. I want to start with AJ. She isn't a model, like, she's not a professional model by any means, but I feel like her willingness to learn new things and experience new things made this such an easy experience for the both of us. She came through and absolutely killed it. She followed direction well, which is huge for photographers, in portrait photography specifically, because if your model is not willing to listen to you, the shots are gonna come out kind of stiff and clunky and just not look very natural, you know what I mean? But I feel like she did manage to capture exactly the vibe that we were going for. Thank you. And I feel as though a lot of the times when you work with new models, it's a little bit harder to gel, but I think we managed to mesh very well together. Next up, shout out to the guy Jay. Shout out my boy. He came through and absolutely bodied this. And I do need to say, he is one of the smoothest dudes I think I've ever met in my personal life. I'm gonna leave a link to his Instagram channel down below, so you guys can take a look at his work and the photos that we took together. A lot of them are over on my Instagram as well. So if you want to head over there after you watch this video and drop a follow. I'm at 250-ish followers right now, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 before March. So we got about a week and a half left before, you know, that goal is achieved. So tell your friends, tell your moms, tell your aunties, tell your uncles, head on over to joeysaidsomedia over on Instagram and drop a like on your favorite shots. That being said, we're moving on over to Keely and her daughter, which, cutest baby in the world. Like, what a cute baby. She was the star of the show the whole time they were there, and I couldn't be more thankful. I really couldn't. Keely, also not a model, one of my professional, you know, marketing friends. She came through and did her thing as well. These shots here are absolute bomb, and I am so glad that she was, you know, willing to get a couple of solo shots. But the ones of her and her daughter, absolutely beautiful, very Gerber baby-esque, and I love the way that they turned out. I went soft and light on the editing on pretty much every photo that you see in this video, and I feel as though we really captured that with that vibe. The whole vibe of the shoot was low and slow R&B. Obviously there was a baby there, so we, you know, had to adjust a little bit in the middle there, but you know, we definitely set the tone at R&B vibes, sexy Valentine's Day, you know, that kind of stuff. And we absolutely killed it. We had some props, we had some flowers. We didn't use most of the props just because like there was no way to like really like utilize them in this shoot, I would say, just because the there was like nowhere to hang some of the stuff. There was nowhere to like put a lot of the stuff, so we made do with what we had. The flowers obviously came in clutch. We had some fake rose petals going too, which were very nice, so we managed to make it work. But moving on to last but not least, Taya. She kills it every single time. Great model. She has the energy that we were going for, and it was a nice surprise to have her there. So that being said, here's some of the example shots from there. Again, light and bright is what, or yeah, light, soft and light is what I was going for during this entire shoot, and we definitely pulled it off. The red backdrops, the orange tints, the hues, all that good stuff, the pink vibes, absolutely crushed it. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Which set is your favorite? Let's take a vote here. AJ, Keely and her daughter, Jay, or Taya, which is your favorite set? I will put at the end of this video kind of like a slide or like a reel of all the shots, most of the shots, the best shots that we got from this shoot. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Gear was my A6100, and I got some B shots with Raphael's A7 IV, I think he has. A7 IV, A7 III. I think it's an A7 IV. I think it's an A7 IV. But the lens in question is this Viltrox 85mm, and of course it doesn't want to focus, but this Viltrox 85mm lens is going to be the star of the show in terms of gear that I used. This lens is insane. 85mm f1.8. This thing is an absolute powerhouse of a lens, and I could not have been happier with the results, man. This big old piece of glass on the inside here, and I went pretty low. I went pretty low in terms of like ISO and shutter speed and everything like that, just so I could keep it dark and bring up the highlights that I wanted in post. And this thing killed it, man. I was rocking an autofocus 90% of the night, but there are a couple of shots in where I did manual focus with this big old manual focus ring, and I did do a review on this lens. So if you guys want to check this lens out for yourself, see some example shots from it, head over to the video up, sorry, I went like up here. It's like right here or over here somewhere. There'll be a card where you can check out my review on this lens. I love it. I think this will be in constant rotation. This is a full frame lens, but I'm using it on APS-C. But once I go over to a full frame camera, this is definitely gonna be like my #1 choice here. Unless I get like, there's a Sony equivalent to this, but it's also $2,000. So I don't know if I'm gonna like go for really like super expensive, because this pretty much does what I need it to do. And I'm gonna use it till it breaks. I'm gonna just keep rocking with this lens. This was the star of the show, and the quality speaks for itself here. Everything is like tack sharp, especially with the hair around the edges, and everything is in focus, which was the other thing. The focusing on, it's laser fast, like, and it's quiet too, which is another thing that I really like appreciate with Viltrox and their like lens quality. Their motors are super, super quiet. And again, everything just was like so in focus and so sharp that I really appreciated this lens and having it with me when I was working on this shoot. That is why this video is so late. I know that was a mouthful, and I know I talked pretty much the whole time, but thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoy it, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Actually, down in the comments, I want to hear what you guys think. Again, which set is your favorite? Is it Taya? Is it AJ? Is it Jay? Or is it Keely and her daughter? Which set is your favorite from this photo shoot? Let me know down in the comments below. I have been Joey Said So, and we've got more stuff. There's a video coming on Friday. I'm back to my normal upload schedule. We kind of got a little shaken up with the shoot on Thursday, and then I had to edit all of those photos, and I took like almost 2,000 photos that night, so I had to make sure that, you know, everything was perfect and dialed in. So yeah, with all that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.